But you get the point. And of course, you have the specter of Avigdor Lieberman now running the foreign policy of this country. The only interesting debate about Avigdor Lieberman is this a fascist along the lines of Mussolini or Hitler? That's my reading. He talks like Hitler, but he may be constrained to be like Mussolini. This is not a whole lot of satisfaction. I think he said if you want peace, prepare for war. He uses most inflamed rhetoric. The Israeli left is in tremendous tatters. It's very, very crucial what's happening right now. It could result in the so-called Samson option. Remember, this is the lawless country that has the fourth largest nuclear arsenal in the world, obtained entirely clandestinely with the hideous aid of this country and before us of France. And this is again, utterly lawless country with no constitution, no sense of internal restraint. It runs by the ancient Old Testament law because that was what was built into the foundations of its nationalism. So it's an extremely dangerous situation. On the other hand, it's also an extremely hopeful situation because what has indeed happened, particularly with the sacking of Gaza and the horrible narratives that have ensued from that, is a severe division within the Jewish community as such. Particularly in this country now, we're seeing events taking place that would not have been even remotely possible a few years ago. Okay? And set aside the repression, we understand that, and that's a wounded beast. The Zionist lobbies, trying to get rid of people who criticize too much. They are losing out big time. They're losing out in the court of public opinion. The further right Israel drifts, the more it destabilizes and portends huge convulsions in the Middle East, but at the same time, the more loyalty it loses from its foundation of support, those American Jews who trying to find some authenticity to an identity that has been more or less dissolved in the icy waters of capitalist egotistical calculation, to modify a quote from the Communist Manifesto, are sought authenticity as Zionists, but now only a hardcore, Abe Foxman type, or Marty Peretz type, is holding on to that. The broad middle ground of American Jews is breaking loose, and Jewish youth, young people, are breaking loose big time. So you have a remarkable, perhaps, resurgence of Jewish radicalism. This is what I hope for myself. This is what I think we have to work towards. That radicalism that was eclipsed in the 50s, like all eclipse, I use that word because it's a metaphor. Eclipse is something which passes, and then the body emerges from behind what is obscured. And maybe this is happening in any event. We'll never know if it's happening unless we make it happen. And that's the challenge for today. Thank you.